Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shauna, and in today's video I'm going to talk about loving yourself, knowing your worth, relationships, spending time with yourself. So before we get into the video, if you can please subscribe, hit that post notification bell. Let's get into the video. Self-love is the primary topic, right? But I feel like that's such a broad topic, so I wanted to dive down and dig deeper. So I'm going to talk about confidence, health, spending time alone, and relationships. So I feel like in order to be confident with yourself, you definitely have to change the way you speak and think about yourself. So if you're one of those people who are always like really negative, especially with yourself, and you're like, oh well, I'm so fat, or I wish I didn't have stretch marks, or I wish I was thicker, had a bigger butt, right? So if you're constantly telling yourself that, you're gonna start to believe that. I believe that we shouldn't feel comfortable enough to start labeling ourselves in such a negative way, because if you're comfortable telling yourself all these negative things about yourself or these flaws that you don't like, why is it okay for you to say that, but when someone else calls you those names, why are you offended? But you're also calling yourself that. So it's like it all starts with what you say and you believe, because if you believe that you're not fat and you believe that you are beautiful instead, then when someone says it, it doesn't really affect you. Instead of being so negative, we should definitely start complimenting ourselves. And you know, complimenting yourself isn't easy, but it's simple. I feel like if we start small, right? If you wake up in the morning, you know, it's like a lifestyle. Waking up in the morning, brush your teeth, wash your face, right? That's a lifestyle. That's something we're used to doing. What if you include complimenting yourself a part of your lifestyle so that it becomes such a natural thing? You don't have to make yourself feel disciplined to do it. It just becomes so natural. So for me, I felt like when I started to compliment myself, I started to see how beautiful I was. I felt it, I believed it, because I constantly told myself this. Just wake up in the morning and you're just like, wow, my skin looks great today. Simple as that, you know? So I have acne, and that's something I struggle with. So something I started to do was like, wow, my skin is getting better. Like, I love this. I'm gonna wear no foundation. This is what I'm gonna do. Like, that literally helps me, and it helped build my confidence. I feel like self-confidence is more important, because if you are confident in yourself, it shows literally in every other area in your life, because confidence starts within. So if you're confident with yourself, you're able to be confident in your job, confident in your relationships, confident in every aspect of your life. What I believe is that you should embrace your flaws, of course, but you know, don't focus on it, but also acknowledge them, because you can't hide behind it. You can't pretend that it doesn't exist. So from my experience, you know, when I was in high school, I had really bad acne, and it was to the point where I would convince myself, oh, I don't have acne, I don't have bad. Like, I used to think people could not see it, to the point where I had it, but I convinced my mind and myself like, oh, I don't have it. So when they pointed it out, I was surprised, because I was like, they could see this? Like, what? So that's not healthy. I think you have to acknowledge it, because there are going to be some people that point it out and you're not going to be happy about it. So if you acknowledge it and you accept it, when they mention it, you won't be affected. You'll be like, yeah, I know I'm beautiful. Like, you don't have to be cocky, but there's a difference being cocky and confident. Being confident is like walking in confidence and knowing that you are beautiful, no matter your flaws, no matter what. Just knowing that you're beautiful in every aspect, every area of your life, from within and out. And just knowing that, listen, it doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter if you have flaws. It doesn't matter if you have a double chin. It doesn't matter. And don't allow people to break you down, because you start to believe those things and it honestly doesn't help you. You have to know and believe that you're beautiful, and that your flaws does not define your beauty. So the second point is about health. And I love this topic because I feel like health is so important. And I believe that we should be aware of what we're consuming on a day-to-day basis, because I feel like when you love yourself, you care about what you're putting in your body. So for me, like I always mention, you know, my acne is something that I'm still working on, and I do accept And there are times when I'm still trying to, like, you know, fight through it, but it's a process and you have to enjoy that. And you know, as I got an adult, I was just like, you know, not knowing what I should do. So as far as health, I changed my diet. I am now a vegan, and I do believe in compromising for yourself. You know, I had to compromise for take away the meat, take away the dairy, because that was producing too much hormones in my body, so I had to cut it out. And honestly, you may not be happy with it, but you are important. Your health is important and your life is important. So sometimes you do have to change your habits, change your lifestyle, so that you can be in a better place. And of course, it's not easy. It's a process. Take it one step at a time. Do not rush and try to do everything at once. I do recommend writing it down, like what your goals are as far as like your health goals. If you want to start working out, if you want to start eating healthy, if you want to try different diets, I do believe just take your time, do your research, and see what works for you. Diabetes run in my family. I was actually pre-diabetic, and I was like, you know what, I need to take care of myself. I can't, you know, allow this to take over my life. So I was like, you know what, I have to change for myself. And honestly, no one else can do that. You have all the power to change your health, your diet for yourself. So this is the third topic, which is to doing things alone, spending time alone, treating yourself, knowing your worth. I feel like that's so important. You know, for me, I've struggled with going to the movies alone, going to dinner alone. That was something I feared, you know, but then eventually I was like, you know what, I gotta do it. I told myself that I'm not gonna let fear get in the way of me spending time alone and not caring what people think, because I cared too much about what people thought about me, and me being in a movie theater alone, or me taking myself on a date. I felt like, all right, well, I look like a lonely person, and you know, no one wants to take me out. But you know what, it was the best feeling ever to be able to treat myself to the movies and take myself out to dinner and get a massage and pamper myself. It was one of the best feelings, because first off, I was able to enjoy my own company. I was able to do something that I wanted to do and work on my own time. And honestly, it's something I would continue to do. I feel like even if you're in a relationship, it's something that you should still do, because you don't want to be clingy and you don't want to feel like you have to do certain things and you're limited because you're so used to being with someone. But I recommend spending time alone, doing things that you want to do, and trying new things. And because of this, I enjoy my own company. I enjoy trying new things and being adventurous. And I feel like if I have a child one day, that's something I want to enable in them, because I want them to realize, listen, you do not need to do certain things with someone at all times. It's so important to just go out and do it. It teaches you how to be independent. It teaches you how to be alone and just to overall enjoy your own company. So I recommend doing it, because it's a really great feeling. And honestly, don't even care what people think. If they look at you, if they stare, it's okay. Maybe they want to do it too and they think you're brave. You just never know. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they think. I believe that in order to be in a relationship, you should start loving yourself first. And when you do that, when you spend time alone, when you know your worth and you know what you deserve, there's a very less chance that this person will take advantage of you. I wish I knew this when I was in a relationship, but honestly, I don't regret any of my toxic relationships, because I know that these relationships has molded me and have made me stronger. I can say that I now have standards, I know what I deserve, and I know my worth. My identity in Christ has helped me know that I'm worth so much. Jesus literally died for me so that I can be saved, and the same for you. And honestly, that is a lot. We are worth so much. And I feel like spending time with God has definitely helped me realize how loved I am. And I don't look for that in a man, because I already have it. And I feel like having a man is an added bonus, but it's not needed. So I feel like when you're able to spend time alone and when you're able to do things on your own, I feel like it definitely makes a difference. It makes an impact on your life, because you're okay with it. You accept it. You accept you know, your own company. You accept you know, wanting to do better for yourself. I believe that if you're not in a good place, you shouldn't be in a relationship. You should be spending that time alone, recovering, healing from the pain that you went through. And you know, some people have baggage, and honestly I feel like we're all human. I just think you shouldn't have baggage when you're in a relationship. You should be using those times to get over it, to heal, to forgive, to let go. Because if you're bringing that baggage into a relationship, it's not okay for that person. You're literally bringing them down with you. So I feel like, you know, part of loving yourself and growing is just spending time alone, getting to know who you are as a person, finding out what you deserve, what you like, what you don't like, and just being okay with it, accepting your flaws, because honestly we're all beautiful in our own way. So just spend time alone, spend time with the Lord, and figure out what you want. You know, I recommend writing things down, things that you want in a relationship, things that you want for yourself. And I feel like you should first start off with you. Don't jump to a relationship. And the way I said this in order, I think you should follow it. So the first, just to recap, was having confidence and self-love with yourself. The second one was health, you know, taking care of yourself, treating yourself better. The third one is spending time alone and just really getting to know what you like, what you don't like. And the fourth is a relationship. So if you can do all these in order, I'm telling you, it definitely will make a difference and an impact on your life, and it's so worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing a lot of sit downs and talks about life. I feel that this is my purpose. I'm supposed to encourage. I enjoy it in my heart. I love talking about my experiences and what my beliefs are. And honestly, if you guys have any video ideas for me, if you guys have a topic that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments. I'm very open and excited to do it. So I'll be back soon. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that post notification bell. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.